It's good to see you again. All right. Can you guys hear me? Let's start with that. Can you guys hear me? Am I audible? Do I sound good? Do I sound schmexy? Am I here? There's the battery running low. Foot sector thing's charged. Oh well, this thing I'm telling you. Can you guys hear me? Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. People can lip read, pay attention. Ow, is it still that bad? I'm asking. You need to tell me. Are you going to be rude and not tell me, honorable member? Or you're not going to tell me now, or I'm going to have to figure this out for myself. I'm probably going to have to figure this out for myself. No, I can hear myself, so shh, you, all of you. Ow. Telling you now. I'm telling you now. But anyway, all right. Anyway, so guys, welcome into the stream. Welcome into. Why is that not even showing? Oh, that is so rude that thing is not even showing. That is terrible. You know what, chat? Everything seems to be breaking today for some reason. There we go. All right, the viewer count's now up. That's what we wanted. How's it going, everybody? Welcome into the stream. Welcome in, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Freak, everybody. Welcome in. And if I look distracted, it's because I am distracted. So you guys are going to have to just deal with me in the beginning because I have been assigned a task that I need to have my... whatchamacallit, that I need to do. I need to do this task essentially. Like it is I want to score some brownie points, you know? So let's quickly get this up and running. I have to utilize a certain set of skills that I have that I am not allowed to disclose really. Anyway, how you guys doing? Welcome into the stream. Welcome in, everybody. Really hope you guys are having a wonderful day today and that you guys had a blessed Monday for what it was. I'll say that my Monday has been okay. It has been good. Honestly, it has had its ups and downs, and it ended on an up, which is good. And then we are here. And today's topic, the right to broadcast, is going to be a very interesting one because I am going to be talking about Trump. I am going to be talking about Sharia law. I'm going to be talking about a lot of things going on in the world and how us as individuals can look at our freedom of speech moving over to the right to broadcast. So the right to the freedom of speech is going to become the right to broadcast. And I'm going to break that down today because that is something like that's going to happen. It is going to happen whether we like it or not. And the thing is, we need to ask ourselves is, are we prepared for that to happen? Right? Are we prepared for our lives to be thrown upside down in such a way that that's what we're going to be expecting? But first, of course, first and foremost, we're going to go through what's going on in the news, what's going on in the social media platforms and that sort of thing, what's going to be going on around the world so that we can understand what is happening, what's hip, what's happening, and what's cracking out here. Yeah, and while that is happening, chat, let me just go fetch my mouse from the other side of the room where I have my other station where I disassemble things. There we go. Well, that's why I have you go street, because you can tell me if it needs to go up or down. I see that the music is slightly loud. I see the music is slightly loud. I don't want to turn my mic up a bit too much because then we're going to go into a zone that I don't want to be in. Then again, it could be also because of the orientation on my mic. Okay, we have 7 minutes before this download is finished. Right, so, okay. Anyway, here we are for another drip episode. I am really excited for what's going to happen tonight. I'm going to say I am going to offend a few people, I truly think, and I am here for it. because I want people to realize that we are here to debate, we are here to discuss. No one is above anyone here. We are just here to talk. We are just here to have a good time. And again, chat, the Discord is open for anybody who wants to join in the debate tonight. And I think let's get going with the first thing that has really hit Twitter hard, X, whatever you want to call it. We're just going to go straight to x.com, and I'm going to find the post so we can quickly talk about it. And I finally got my other camera working as well, which is great. And literally front freaking page, here we go. We're going to talk about it now. And the road is doing that again. I don't understand why. Frick's sake, I literally just fixed it. Like, I can't. This road is going to drive me insane. It's going to drive me fucking insane. Like, honestly. So we're just going to skip saying anything. Road, fix your fucking shit. I spent how much money on this thing, and then every now and then you cock out like this. Like, honestly. And it was a great piece of tech. But anyway, so let's talk about how bad road is. No, I'm joking. Okay, so with that being said, let's why have we got texting music going on here? Let's quickly switch over to something a bit better. And chat, I don't know how we are going to fix the road now. It is what it is. I am not going to deal with it. I really am not going to deal with it, because like I am this close to selling it and getting a Mackie. I'm not even joking, because the fact that this thing breaks so often is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Like, I wish Road could hear this and just like, yo, fix your stuff, please. Like, honestly. Some of us like actually valued your stuff, and now you pull crap like this. Like, how are we supposed to do anything? But anyway, so with that being said, chat, we are going to be speaking about the right to broadcast tonight. I guess we're going to go straight into it, since I can't talk about anything else because I can't show anything else, which is actually kind of a good thing, considering I'm very scared to show what I'm busy with, because it could come across as wrong in certain instances. But it's also just a task that I need to do. Well, let's not say it like that. It's just, I'm doing cybersecurity stuff. I am busy with cybersecurity stuff, so can't necessarily show these details right now, which is fine. Okay, so that is working quite nicely. We're going to leave it at that. This one is busy getting ready to start working nicely, but I first need to get it in here, and I'm probably gonna have to do probably gonna have to get the hash out again. Okay, so anyway, here we are. Today's topic, chat, I think is going to be a lot less, we're going to be talking about, I think, something that is very important to talk about and something to acknowledge and to understand, but it's also something that we just need to keep in the back of our minds going on forward. So, yeah, I think let's dive straight into it. Let's just get into it. Let's just talk. And I'm excited to talk to you guys about it. So, let us start. Chat, we have something called the freedom of speech, the right to the freedom of speech. And that is something that is across the world. And I know if certain people have to hear me now, they're going to be like, Coin, Ewan, you're crazy. There's no such thing because of what's going on. But that's exactly why we're talking about it now. So there is a reason, for argument's sake. Like, if you guys look carefully now on the stream right now, you'll see two icons, one for Team Purple, one for Team Green, because that is where we are. Why? Because we have the right to talk about what we want in a respectful manner. And that is something highly critical to remember. Okay? As we could talk respectfully about it. We can basically just basically be respectful about it, talk about it, and we can have a little chat about it and see where we can be. in terms of this stuff. So again, the Discord is open because I feel like that this is one that can definitely be spoken about with other people. So if you guys really want to join, please join. It'll be good to have you. But now, if we look at what's going on in the world right now, okay, if we look at what's going on in the world right now, we are facing a crisis, a literal crisis, as I will call it, that is bringing us to the point where we do not have the right to the freedom of speech. We are reaching a point where that is starting to leave, where that is starting to become a rare thing to have. And chat, let me quickly get you guys' opinions on this. What do you guys think about that statement that the right to the freedom of speech is slowly leaving? Let's quickly talk about that. We will bring in don't worry, we are bringing in the Christian values tonight. For sure, we are bringing in the Christian values tonight. But I do want to hear from you guys before we go further. What do you guys think about my statement that the right to the freedom of speech is slowly disappearing? Tell me. And while I wait for a response, I am going to quickly focus up here because I think this thing's nearly done. And failed. Why did it fail? Gotta try this again. It really is. Yeah, it really is. It really, really is starting to disappear. And we don't know why. We genuinely don't know why. Well, that's the thing. We are going to discuss that tonight. Let's quickly move forward in the songs. Let's actually chat, because we're not even talking about other stuff, because flippin' whatchamacallit, Road has decided to die on us again. So let's hop over to the songs that we are used to on this channel when we are talking about this stuff. And this is going to be like, you're going to be like, yo, why are we listening to this kind of thing while we're talking about this stuff? But I mean, listen, we're going to just talk. Okay, so let me see here. It really is framed around gender. It is becoming an issue. I would dare say it is further than that. It is much further than that. It is not just gender. It is not just around gender. It is not just around... It's around so many things. We cannot speak ill about certain things so quickly because we will get chopped off real quick. We will not be able to, how can I say, we're not going to be able to talk about these things, and it's going to become an issue. It's genuinely going to become an issue. We need to be able to still freely express ourselves while we are in a situation where the world seems that we cannot. And again, if the road was working, I would have shown you a clip of someone being arrested in the UK for something they said online that has amounted to hate speech, when in actuality it was a disagreement. I would have shown you a clip where somebody was approached by the police and the policeman said the following word for word, and I wish I could and I wish I could actually, how can I say, link you guys the clip and show you it. But like I said, we are sitting in a position where I can't do that. The guy said, "I'm sorry, I have to do this. But you have marked yourself interested in attending a protest. So here is a pamphlet for the do's and don'ts of being in a protest." And I thought to myself immediately, I'm like, huh? Like, this is just the start of it. This is just the start of it. Like, what is going on? What are we actually busy? What's the word I'm looking for? Just grab my laptop charger. What are we actually busy waiting for here if that is what's going on? Because if we are now at a point where we can turn around and say, you know, oh, check, the government's keeping tabs on us, which is true, And you marked interested for a protest. Oh, you've been talking about wanting to go for a protest. Well, here is the do's and don'ts to do it. What? Are you serious? Like, are you serious? Since when? So, and now, like, if we could even trace it back to COVID, when a pastor was having church in his home, might I add, in his home, with his family, immediate family in the house. No, you are having church, you are under arrest. And I'm like, if that is not persecution, that is persecution. Now, that is on that side of the agenda. Now we're coming back to the other side that I said, where the police were literally sent out a warrant to go and find somebody because they said something hateful online. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. First things first, you are claiming it to be hateful. What was the actual post? Which we will never know. We will never know what was actually being said. Why? Because they're not going to tell us. They're not going to tell us why they would go there. They'll be like, but please, you're going to have to come with us. Please, you're going to have to come with us. Please, you're going to have to come with us. And I'm like, what? If you can't tell me why I am being arrested for something that I might or might have not said online, now what's going on here? All right? So, like, now let's also bring Ghost Freak's thing into here, which is the gender issue. For anyone who is new here, I believe in God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. There are two genders, male and female. That is my belief. But now I am ridiculed for that. What do you guys think about that? Why are we being judged for that? Yeah, sure. Everybody said, yeah, but you could be respectful about it. I'm like, yeah, you can be respectful about it, sure. But there's still a thing at the end of the day of we can't give in to the world's agenda just because they deem it right. There is a freedom of speech that we need to hold on to. And with that freedom of speech, we need to hold on. We really need to hold on to it. Like, we really, really need to hold on to it. And I think, honestly, the only way that we're going to do that is to actually not be afraid of what could be, right? We shouldn't be afraid of that, and we shouldn't have to worry about it. Because at the end of the day, worrying about it is not going to help us at all. What's going to help is that we get ourselves educated and gain an understanding into how things operate on this level, so that we can equip ourselves with the tools that we need to respectfully talk about it. So chat, how do you guys feel about the freedom of speech? Freedom of speech will become a thing of the past and will be labeled as compelled speech if we don't stand for what we believe in. And that is 100% true in my opinion, if you ask me, Ghost Freak. That is 100% true. If we are not going to stand up for our beliefs, it is going to become a thing of the past. But now, that is just a magical transition into... I can't stand this guy sometimes, honestly. This is the magical thing that we need to now start thinking about. I saw that. I don't know why it's not appearing. Sorry about that, Yaku. Watch your profanity. I mean, sure, you can tell me to watch my profanity, but I'm a keeping on. How's it going, Yaku? Welcome into the stream, man. Really hope you're having a blessed and wonderful day. How are you, man? How are you? How you doing? Welcome into the stream. I just quickly need to adjust something here. I am suffering. I have food poisoning. Oh, well, what did you eat, sir? What did you eat? Can you please tell me what you ate so I make sure I don't eat of it too? But anyway, let's quickly get back into the thing here, because you are quite right, Ghost Freak, in saying what you've said now, that it is going to become a thing of the past. And that really transitions nicely into what the topic is called, the right to broadcasting, to doing what I do now, to what many people do now on Twitch, Kick, wherever it might be. What we are doing now is also going to become a right. Not a freedom of speech, but a freedom of broadcast. Also, newest health problem is high cholesterol. It was Yum Yum peanut butter. Oh my goodness, dude. Yum Yum peanut butter, bro. That stuff's actually good, but you must be careful, my dude. Please. Be careful. Please be careful. I don't want to hear news that Yaku decided to kick the bucket. I don't want to hear that. Well, we're going to have big problem. We're going to have very big problem, you and me. I'm trying my best. You better try your best, sir. You better try your best. I'm trying to adjust stuff here. I see I need to amp this baby up. Let's give it the beans. I think I only have 16 gigs on here, so we'll have to amp it up. Hello there. Hello, Badger. How are you? What? This thing's got 12 threads? Oh, it's a 6-core 12 thread. That's right. That's right. Diablo! I haven't seen that name in ages. How are you doing, sir? Welcome into the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day today, dude. Welcome in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, let's see if we start it up now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So, what do you guys think of the prognosis? Now, for the newcomers as well, welcome into the debate. What do you guys think of the prognosis that when driving streams again? Actually, with that being said, Yaku, that is not too far away. So, if I could show you if road worked, it would be so great. So we might have a golf stream soon this week, actually. We will be having a golf stream soon. But also on the way from the UK is the final piece that we need for our setup. Thank you very much to a very dear friend of mine, also a streamer, Engelsman, for bringing it across. Because it answers the age-old question of how we are going to do the connection bonding. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if it focuses up a little bit. So if I bring it in, let's see. There you go. That is a Wi-Fi router. What are we doing with a Wi-Fi router, you might be asking? Koinonia, what are you doing with a Wi-Fi router? I'll tell you what I'm doing with a Wi-Fi router. If I could just figure out why this thing doesn't want to work. It is going to be the bond between all of our devices. So it's going to connect everybody together so that we have 4 internet connections becoming 1, meaning that the chance of us dropping in an IRL stream is going to be very, very minimal. But fear not, Yaku. IRL streams are going to become a thing of the channel once everything is sorted. And Trade told me even like, Coin, you're overcomplicating this. I might be overcomplicating the process of getting myself set up for it. But it's also because I want to enjoy my hobby and I want to take pride in it as well. So I'm doing my damnedest to make a awesome system for myself. And if I can do that, then hey, I have one already. And that for me is the important part. You know, so yeah, but we are very, very, very close to having another IRL stream. So be tuned, stay tuned, keep checking out for when we go live. Because with full-time work, this is a very spontaneous thing that I have to do. Anyway, Yaku, there we go. There's your little answer for you there. Okay, I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing. It's really being a pain here. But anyway, so yeah, chat, coming back to it. We're speaking about the right to broadcast. It's going to become a thing. it is really going to become a thing where we're going to have to start thinking about that. Why the hell the camera do that now? What the frick, dude? Chat, technology is not my friend when I do these streams. Technology is not my friend. Panoramic mode. Not sure where that comes from. We'll just keep the rim. We'll keep this remote out just in case. Ah, we can see what we are doing finally. All right, now we can actually do what we need to do here. And I wish I could show you, but I really can't. So yeah, anyway. So the freedom of speech is going to move over to broadcasting. Freedom of speech is going to move over to what we do online on a daily basis. Because where else are we going to be able to speak up freely about what's going on? Let's look at the news. Even the news is being censored right now. That's why I don't stream on YouTube, because YouTube censors. And I'm going to say it out loud. I really don't care. If somebody from YouTube wants to say whatever they want to say, they're more than welcome to. I know for a fact that YouTube censors. Hey, that freaked eye, what's up? Welcome back. So today's topic is the right to broadcast. So the reason we're talking about is because the right to freedom of speech is starting to disappear. The opinions and that sort of thing is disappearing. We are losing that ability to be able to speak freely without being reprimanded, because it's either against what the world wants or because quote unquote it hurts people, right? Now, this is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, let me just focus up here that I actually know what password I'm typing. Oh, it's this. So, Ty, I'll give you the examples that I used at the beginning of stream. Is that there was a case in the UK, and I would show you if, like, chat, look here. I'm literally gonna show you. I'm literally gonna show you this. Okay, the road does not want to work again. The road is broken, so I can't even show you the clips. And I don't know what the frick's going on. Oh, that's bright. Yeah, that's bright. Come on. I need to get this file so that I can work on this machine as well. Anyway, so with that being said, right? In the UK, so I'm gonna give you these examples, Ty, because in the UK, there were people who were arrested for saying things online that weren't necessary. We will never know what they actually said because nobody will tell us. Nobody is going to tell us what they said. Hey, Fox, how you doing? Welcome into the stream. Nobody is going to tell us what they said. Nobody is going to explain to us what they said, right? We will never, ever, ever know what they said. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, thank goodness. I was going to freak out for a second because I've been running this program like practically the whole day, and we only had 15% of it going through. Anyway, so we will never know what they had said. Then somebody in the UK as well got approached by the police, and the policeman himself said, "I'm sorry, I have to do this." Gave him a piece of paper saying, "I hear you're going to a protest. We found out through your socials. So we are giving you a piece of paper on the do's and don'ts of a protest." And I thought to myself, I was like, hello? How? I mean, if you post it on a public forum, then you're stupid, because then, of course, they're going to know it was you. But my big thing for me at the end of the day was to say, like, how are they tracking me? How are they keeping an eye on me? Like, that doesn't make sense to me in any way, shape, or form, right? And it then came to a thing of, for me, of like, what is going on? Where is our right to the freedom of speech? Where is our right to say what we want to say? And maybe somebody might not be happy with what we are saying, but the thing is, we have our opinions, right? Where is that disappearing to? And it shouldn't be disappearing. So yeah, Ty, just to give you a bit of a rundown, that's what we're facing today. That's what we are facing today. And I'm going to bring in the Christian perspective now, because there is a very big Christian perspective that we need to take into consideration. Everything connected to a network can be a listening device or hacked, unfortunately, whether it's legal or not. Not listening device necessarily in terms of what people are saying, just to clarify that quickly to everyone. Not like that, but more in the sense of like they can tap what's going on. I mean, they can tap exactly what I'm doing right now if they really wanted to. They really could. I'm so stupid. I need a CD in here. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait and see if anybody has any other comments as well. I'm here. Hello, Ruby. How are you, Ruby? Welcome in. The reason to track your doings, whereabouts, they'll find a way, legal or not. No, this is very true. I can even talk about Homeland Security and what they have done and what I have seen. I mean, everybody claims that America is this great place, but I know for a fact that they do check certain things. No such file directory. Oh, wow. Chat, I'm having a fun time trying to get this thing to work. Well, look at when you search for one thing and suddenly it pops up everywhere on Facebook. Yeah, but now that is a different kind of thing that I'm going to tell you now. That is a fair... Bro, these phones, listen, I can say one sentence and then a minute later on Facebook you get the same ads. Yes, because they're all owned by the same company. The right to broadcast. Yes, the right to broadcast, Ruby. That's what we are talking about today. That is indeed what we are talking about today. There we go. I'm finally in the desktop. But yeah, so remember, everybody owns, like Meta owns everything basically in which we see today. So the thing is like, you do something, it's going to be tracked either here, there, or everywhere. And then you got to deal with it. The broadcast, what exactly? So, Ruby, to give you an idea, our freedom of speech is being taken away. Our freedom of speech is being taken away slowly but surely. And we are going to see a time where what I'm doing now, this broadcasting is going to become a right for us to do. We're going to have a right to broadcast, a right to say what we want to say on a public platform. It's going to shift from everything. Since when? Look at the world. I'll give you the example that Ty sent to me. Well, not Ty sent to me. What I said to Ty now is like, let me just. Sorry, I said to everybody, I'm busy with trying to do something for work to get brownie points as well, but that's okay. Anyway, so what I am saying right now is, in the example that I used, is like somebody would go to in the UK, somebody goes to a house and is like, listen, you're under arrest for saying something online. It's like, whoa, why am I under arrest? We will never know what they said and we'll never know why they're being arrested. And now we have to trust the police to police us on social media as well, where we might have had an opinion about something and now it's like, oh, whoop-de-doo, you're not allowed to have that opinion actually, right? So it's a thing for me of looking at what's going on in the world. Our right to the freedom of speech to say what we want to say because we have an opinion about it is going away. Now, that is going to shift over to the right to broadcast. We're going to see that's the next right we're going to have to fight for. That's going to be the next thing that we need to be able to hold on to is the right to broadcast. Let me just quickly catch up. I was talking about maybe getting a credit card or a loan to fix up our car. Now, every single advert I get is for credit cards or we buy cars. Exactly. But physically say something like, I need an NVMe, and then bam, hey, there is an ad for you. But that's tracking. Well, look at America when they had that meeting with journalists about when they can and can't journalize, what they can and can't journalize on. It takes away freedom of speech and how they tried and are still trying to stop TikTok. But exactly that. Look, the TikTok thing is a completely different story and we will not really get into that specifically now. But you are quite right about the TikTok thing as well. I see. Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of where we're at tonight, Ruby. Yeah, so it's not as we're gonna get to the heavy stuff about being the Christian side of it now. That is on the agenda. Chat. yeah, and like I said, I'm also doing stuff. I'm also doing stuff because I'm trying to get something right. Like, I'm so close. I can taste the victory in this task that I'm busy with, but I need to have both my machines, both my desktop and my laptop working at full speed. If they put it out there what the rest of the person, if they put it out there what the rest of the person said, then I'll give others a note as to what they can and can't say online. Saving them from being arrested, plus pose a lot more implications for the parts of making an arrest, especially if it's political. The thing is, I'm willing to bet it was political. I'm willing to bet it was something about gender. I'm willing to bet it's something about religion. In any of those instances, any of those areas, he could have said something. And I think to myself, like, we are literally going to be policed for our beliefs. We're going to be so policed. It's like, where do we then go? Like, where do we then actually go? Where do we go where we are safe and we don't need to fret for that? Because again, it's like, I'm not here to condone anybody or anything. You know, if you say something wrong, you say something wrong. But the thing is, you still have a right to your opinion, even if your opinion, you know, gets you arrested. And now let me just make something exceptionally clear here, because I can feel already what I said is wrong to some people in their eyes. Okay, so I'm going to make myself exceptionally clear when I say this. I'm just also going to turn on the light because honestly, tonight I can't be asked for this Twitch stream setup. Everything has just gone wrong again at the last minute and I'm a bit full of it. When I say having an opinion, it does not mean you bash people. It does not mean you get angry towards people. It does not mean you tell them you are wrong. Yes, sure. From my perspective as a Christian, you are in the wrong. But to have that freedom of speech still, we have to be so careful about what we post about online. I'm busy now. Somebody tried to phone me. We have to be so careful about how we speak nowadays to not tread on people's feet. But in actuality, we should not have to fear. Because I can say, and again, I want to use the gender one as an example because it's very valid. I want to be able to say, I think or I believe that there's only two genders. For me, that is the truth. For me, that is the truth. All right. Now comes the police into my room to arrest me because I've now done hate speech. It is not hate speech. It is an opinion. It is the right to the freedom of speech to have an opinion. Now, by saying that, saying this, we've now said, now we've said this. Same. What's up, I told you show. What's up, Adrian? Welcome into the stream. I really hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Bit of a controversial topic tonight, but hey, welcome in. Guys, show some love for Game Rad 05. One of my co-workers, but also an amazing person. Just give some love in the chat, please. Anxiety Fox. One thing is making sure it is very clear and very specific about what you're saying. Otherwise, it can be twisted. But the thing is, that shouldn't have to be an issue of the fact of getting it twisted. If I say what I say, I say what I say. If I say what I say, I say what I say. Okay? If I say I believe there's only two genders, I believe there's only two genders. But then somebody might then bring in their thing where I have stated what I believe, I have stated where I stand as a Christian, and now I will be arrested and ridiculed for my opinion. The thing is, the right to the freedom of speech means that I can say what I want to say in terms of having an opinion. Let's get that exceptionally straight. I'm not, and that freak Ty knows me well enough. Again, sorry, I love to use you as an example because I treasure that conversation we had. I really do. I remember it to this day. where we respectfully agree to disagree on these topics and we have our opinions. We will freely express our opinions, but not once am I going to bash her for being wrong. Not once. The freedom of speech does not mean that I get to degrade you as a person. I know you might be wrong in my head. Always have to be used as an example. Thank you, Ty. Yeah, yes, because unfortunately you get people who are a little bit smaller minded than others. True. Yo, yeah, what's up? What's up? So now the thing is, you're quite right in that. And Ty, thank you for letting me use you as an example the whole time with this. I honestly feel bad at points for doing that because I'm just like, I am using you as an example basically like all of the time. Okay, this is what I want. Sorry, chat. Let me just quickly get this thing up and running here because then I can also... Oh, I'm going to have to do that. How annoying. Anyway, so with that being said, now we've come to that point, so to speak. Now comes where my topic comes in, is the right to broadcast is going to become the next right that we're going to fight for as the freedom of speech is starting to get taken away. And like I said, so for everybody who's joining in, I see we're now at about 11 people across platforms. That's why I don't stream on YouTube. They silence you quickly, and it is in the TOS. Go and read it. It's in their TOS. However, we need to respectfully talk about things. We need to be respectful in everything that we do because that is just common human decency. Do you guys want to say hi to Jack Russell? Come here. Everybody monkeys. Kijk, oh, jij nou net geëet. Nee. Oeh. Was je lekker? Is lekker. Right. Hello, little one. Yep, and now she's off. Tell your dog I say woof. Woof. Dude, adorable. Nah, that's Jesse. That's who I was talking about earlier today, Adrian. So we're now shifting over to that. Is the right to broadcast is going to become the next right that we're going to hold on to. Me being able to click live to come here on a Monday and a Friday is going to become a right that I have. Why? Because social media is probably going to start taking over in terms of this, and we're probably going to start seeing a thing of where we need to, how can I say? Yeah, we just got to start thinking about these things, honestly. And Chad, I'm just going to open up to you because I quickly need to finish this. Okay. But yeah. Oh, she knows that she's a good doggo. She knows she's a very good doggo. She knows that. I'm trying to get this thing to start running. Chad, I tried to run oh, wait. I'm so stupid. I've got the command right here. I tried to run two programs at once on the one instance that I'm running now, and it just hucked 8 completely. It was like, oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Wait. It like literally almost crashed my computer before streaming, which is quite funny. Anyway, so that's where we are at. And now we need to bring the Christian perspective into this, which is what I'm actually very excited for as well. And obviously, please, everyone, bring your perspectives into it as well so that we can debate it. Okay, I see what's going on here. I need to sort something out. Anyway, so yeah. There's actually not really much else to say in terms of that, because the right to broadcast, I mean, is going to be a thing of me sitting here and coming to you live every night and trying to come here to you and be like, let's talk about this. Let me show you some stuff. Let me show you this. Let me show you that. Let me talk about this. Let me talk about that. And honestly, it shouldn't have to come to that. It shouldn't have to come to that point. What it should come to is that we are all open-minded enough and smart enough individuals to actually be able to, you know, have a civil conversation with each other about this stuff. Genuinely. Also, Game Rad, I just want to say, like, Adrian, I just want to let you know, like, the gaming streams happen Fridays and debates happen Monday, or conversations happen Monday. For anyone who's here, just know that on Fridays we do the gaming stuff where we chill and scream if work doesn't get in the way. So, yeah, just a FYI for anybody who's new here. Yeah, now let's bring in the Christian side of it for me, which is for me the biggest thing, because something I saw during COVID was that the churches never, that like they were ridiculed. They were truly and honestly ridiculed for what they did during COVID. Home churches with people in the home. They were quarantining together. And I still think that COVID is something that we can debate about. And I have. But in the home, getting arrested because you're having church. Now everybody apparently is, we're all communing together. So now you are under arrest because you are having church in your home with the people that you live with. Hello? I'm sorry. What did you think that we were going to do? Did you think that the people in this house were not going to socialize with each other? That we are just going to be sitting in our rooms, not being... Thank you for the lurk badger. Much appreciated, homie. Do you think that we are going to just be sitting in our rooms, not doing anything? Right? You're sorely mistaken. Heck, I'm going to go visit my dad and mom on the other side of the house. Why should I have to be worried about that? We are all in the same house. But now you're getting ridiculed for that, which is not correct. It is not correct as Christians. It is not what is meant to happen. And the thing is, at the end of the day, the reason why I want to also talk about this is I'm getting to the point of the right to broadcast. Yeah, people overreact over COVID, but how else do you want to practice your faith in the property you stay in? It's not only... Yeah. The thing is, and it's like, go look in the world, and I'm going to say this very, very... not loosely, but like, I mean what I say. Go look around the world. Go look around the world. Who was ridiculed the most during that time? And now, that's hectic. Exactly. So my thing for me is like, why are we ridiculing one household? Why are we ridiculing a dad who is giving his family church, as the scripture says, and getting arrested for what? You're mental. You're absolutely mental if you think that what you're doing is fair and just. Because now we can go look all over the world, and I'm going to play... So for anyone who knows me, I like to play devil's advocate sometimes. I'm going to be playing devil's advocate. Sharia law in the UK is getting a lot of flack. It's getting a lot of hard hits. A lot. Go look at social media, go look at all of this stuff, right? And I'm not condoning anything that's going on. I just want to make that exceptionally clear. I do not condone anything that is happening across the world in terms of bashing anybody. I just want to make that exceptionally clear. And I have to be political correct in some instances over here. I really do have to be politically correct in some instances. Because the thing is, we cannot agree with the fact that as much as I would love to say, I agree, the way that some people go on about it is wrong. To any faith or any religion, it is wrong. Now let's bring the Christian side into it, because that's who I am. I'm a Christian. Sorry, if I feel like I'm saying, if somebody feels like I'm saying that too much, just say it. But I'm proud about it. I'm super proud about it. Des Volt. Okay. Now, I have seen videos of chalices, and I forget, that's not the correct term, but it just slipped my mind right now, where we have Holy Communion be desecrated by another faith. And a Christian then jumps across the table, and it was a satanic cult, jumped across the table to save the cup in which we have communion, because it is a special thing which was going to be desecrated. Similarly, there are other times where other religions have been desecrated and people have had enough. And unfortunately, and maybe fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know. I don't actually want to answer that. It's my back is killing me. I need to relax a little bit. Unfortunately, it is a thing of two wrongs don't make a right, okay? Two wrongs don't make a right. So I'm going to say something quickly, and some people might take offense to this, some people might leave. And if you do, whatever. I'm going to take the Palestinian and Israeli war that is happening right now. As Christians, we technically support Israel, because that's what the scripture says. Okay? Whether people like it or not, it's in black and white in the scripture. However, what many people, in my opinion, have failed to realize in this situation is they say, Christians are taking the side of Israel. Yes, we are, because we are commanded to in the scripture. It is the God's chosen people. However, has anybody ever thought about the fact of why is there violence to begin with? Can we go not left or right, Palestine or Israel? Can we go to the roots of the problem to say, why is there violence? Why is there death? Why is there war? Now, again, we can go into Revelations where it's prophesied that this is going to happen. But in this current time, why do we rather focus on left versus right, 1 versus 2, A versus B, instead of focusing on the core cause? In everything that we do, why are we not focusing on the core cause? And this can go to so many situations. It could be a situation in your house. It could be a situation of whatever it might be. Why do we not focus on the core cause, and why are we taking sides? Why are we genuinely taking sides? I'm guilty of taking sides, and I'm proud of some sides I've taken. You know, like I'll say, I don't think Trump is all that bad. Sorry, that's my opinion. Somebody could go at me now and say, you are wrong. But that's my right to have an opinion. It's my right to have that thought of saying, why do we not focus on the core cause over focusing on good versus bad, or 1 versus 2, or A versus B? Why don't we focus on what the actual cause of the matter is? Why is UN now not focusing on that? And that's just using the war example, okay? And honestly, now I'm going to speak very much in a Christianese kind of thing. It is prophesied, it is foretold in the scripture that this is going to happen. We are going to be ridiculed, and we are going to go through all of this. That is an opinion that people can have, because this is one of many religions out there. And I say that because I want to be politically correct in some instances, even though this is actually a faith. Because we believe in what happens here. And it has come to pass countless times. And it also has come to pass that this is the book to which we find our answers. Why are certain things happening? Why do we go through certain stuff? God, why am I an overthinker? Stupid example. Valid. I think, we should probably change the topic a little bit up, but to say from the right to broadcast to the right to safety. I'm not saying so, especially when I don't have any clue about what is going on, but I do believe just killing people, no matter what their beliefs, if they haven't done anything, isn't right. I do believe Trump has the capacity to do great things, but I don't agree with the way he's doing it. And Anxiety Fox, example, you've stated your opinion. I'm not going to say whether you're right or wrong. That's your opinion. If I had to rebuttal, I would say I respectfully agree to disagree. Not once am I trying to bash you. Not once am I trying to belittle you. And please, by using you as an example, I'm not trying to do that either. Just, I want to get that out there. I'm trying to show that the right to freedom of speech and the right to say what we want should still be there. And it should not wane our friendship or whatever in any way, Yep, just my opinion, I agree to disagree. But exactly, there you go. You see, harm and foul? No. No harm, no foul, right? Unless we have beef. DM me in Discord if we have beef now because of that. But you see, look at where we're sitting now. We're talking and having our opinions freely spoken about. I'm an adult. Hey, listen, I've seen some adults who like to cook their steaks so cooked that it turns into like a flippin' charcoal briquette. So, you know what? What can we do at the end of the day? And also, why is this program not working? I'm trying to run this and it just doesn't want to. So yeah. Anyway. So isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting that we can have an opinion and it's like, oh no, but we're okay. We are thoroughly okay. So, you know what? This is actually very interesting. I'm actually realizing to myself now that this is called a discussion for a reason. No need to throw emotions or ego into it. But what if I want? No. You're quite right. And we're not going to throw egos into it. But I just realized that this is probably going to be a very short topic because there is not much more to debate or talk about, actually. In actuality, there isn't. So I think let me just open the floor here. If anybody wants to bring up another topic, please do, because I think I might have not gauged how long this would actually last for. I think we've done pretty well. And I think also what's kind of throwing me off is the fact that I don't have my road working at this point in time. So I can't even show you footage or anything. As long as people can stay level-headed and say, well, there shouldn't be an issue of discussing opposing ideas. Exactly, Ty. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And that goes as far as anything, actually. And it shouldn't have to become a thing of like that we come here and that there's now that we have to focus on the fact that, the next thing that we need to fear is that our right to freedom of speech in terms of broadcasting is being taken away. We shouldn't have to worry about that. We shouldn't have to have an egotistical world where this is becoming an issue. So, yeah. You know what, chat? Honestly, I'm going to be straight with you guys and just say, like, it's actually amazing to still be a part of this world and to see how people actually operate. Because, you know, we can sit here and there's about, let's call it 10 of us here at any given time. And we can honestly turn around and we can honestly walk away from here and actually be like butt sore and hurt because of like, oh, you know, Kieran said this on Twitch and honestly think he's wrong and I think he's just full of doo-doo. And it's like, dude, really? Just chill. Why can't we just talk about things and just hash it out? I was scared about how some people operate sometimes. Oh, even me. Absolutely. Even me, myself. I am scared. I am super, super scared. Trying to understand. Sorry, Chad. I think it's also because I'm very distracted tonight. I am extremely distracted. So I'm tapping into my cybersecurity degree over here, and I'm busy with something super cool, and I'm just trying to get it done as well so I can run through the night tonight. But I really wanted to see you guys again, and I wanted to be on this platform again. Yeah, but chat, let's quickly switch it up. What do you guys want to see me play on Friday? Let's talk about that, because Bendy and the Ink Machine is out for now. We're not going to be looking into Bendy and the Ink Machine. Got Hightail. We can look into Hightail, or we can look into something else. Let me know what you guys think. FNAF. Let me just see. Maybe the road wakes up. Let me see. Yeah. If the road wakes up, then maybe it's not waking up. Let me just see. Yeah. Maybe if I. It's not working. I was literally going to show you, Adrian, a game that I play called The Joy of Creation, which is basically Five Nights at Freddy's. And honestly, it's quite funny. Let's just clean this up. I enjoyed it quite a lot. It was a good game. But yeah, chat, honestly, I think as much as I enjoy these conversations, I think we are kind of reaching the end of this discussion. So I'm going to be honest, if nobody else has anything else to say tonight, then I am going to bid us an early adieu, because there's not really much else to talk about. I think I didn't gauge this topic is going to be that long. But I can tell you what I have planned for next week. Next week, Monday, is going to be another special one for me. Patience. Because also you're distracted. But the thing is, like, I had a whole list, Fox. Like, I've got a whole list next to me, like over here. I jotted things down for this topic and everything, and I ran through them like that. It's like, WTF? How did I run through it so fast? I have no idea. And also the fact that I think also that usually we spend 30 to 40 minutes going through news and updates and things that are happening in the world just has now clapped because the road is not working. So who the heck knows what's going on in his brain? Who the heck knows what's going on in his brain? What do we say? What do we do? I have no idea. You know what? I think it is what it is. I definitely did not prepare this as long as I thought it would go. Whoops. Also, chat, who's hungry? I'm hungry. Oh, I think GamerRad05 has just introduced something that is good. Do you think that masculinity and femininity is socially constructed? Nothing wrong with knowing your stance on things and not wavering, which leads to a longer discussion. No, I appreciate. Thank you, Ty. But do you think masculinity and femininity is socially constructed? Sure. Okay, I can answer that, but I'm not going to answer it until somebody else in chat gives their opinion, because I think my thoughts could be very strong. So I want to hear what somebody else says, because that is a question and a half, and I'm going to be coming from a very interesting standpoint. I actually spoke about this with somebody like literally last week. So this is going to be interesting. Very interesting. But bring it on. Guys, please give us your thoughts. Because, like I say, I have an opinion, but I really want to see what somebody else is going to say, because it's going to be very, very, very interesting. To a certain extent, yeah, sure. Depends on the level you're talking about. In what way? Like the whole thing of boys don't cry is bullshit, and pink tax is real, unfortunately. Okay, Ty, what is pink tax? You're gonna have to educate me a little bit. I am not quite sure what you're referring to there. Nor do I don't want to step on toes because I don't know something. Like, that's something I haven't heard of before. I feel like media representations often reinforce or change traditional masculine and feminine traits. I agree with that. I really do. Ruby, if you're in chat, can you please change the title of the stream, if you can? If you can't, then I don't know what perms I need to give you to do that. I'd say partly yes and partly no, because biology influences us, but society decides but society decides what counts as masculine or feminine. Title or game? Title. title. We are going to stay just chatting. These ideas change across cultures and over time, which shows they're largely what she said. um, I know how to load, but not sure I can. Let me see. Okay. Pink tax is when feminine products or just products aimed towards women or a woman version or a regular thing cost a decent bit more price-wise. Like a literal pink colored drill versus a plain black drill will be two different prices. Sorry, that's like I love the choice of example there. The pink one being more expensive. And I agree with that. Okay. And I think I'm going to say that there's a blue tax too on certain things. On certain things. What must I change it to? Discussions in the pond. And keep drip episode 5, but change it to discussions in the pond. Okay, so let me give my opinion. Yes, it is extremely socially constructed. And I'm going to start off with feminism. Has destroyed masculinity. It has outright destroyed masculinity. And before anybody bites my head off, not in the way that you guys think I'm saying it. Okay? There is parts of feminism that I truly agree with, and I think that should stay. But it has degraded the role. Yeah, it did. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you. It has degraded men and masculinity so far that we don't even stand a chance of doing. The first time I did it as a mod, aware that we don't even stand a chance of maybe doing things that were considered gentlemanlike back in the day. An example that I would like to give is opening the door for somebody. I'm not doing it for any other reason except I'm just trying to be a gentleman. If you can open it yourself, okay, whoop-de-doo, I understand that, but like, I was taught as a man to respect women. And if that for me means letting them go in first, that means letting them go in first. Now, religions and cultures can dictate that, because sometimes I have seen this, like in African cultures, the man will go in first, then the woman, because the man's actually making sure the house is safe for the woman. Where in my mind, when we get home and we let our significant other go in first, it's our way of getting them into safety first. You know? And I genuinely think in that regard that feminism has destroyed masculinity, and it's been a social construct that has destroyed it. However, there's also a thing of that femininity has now been blurred by socially constructed things, in my opinion. And that certain things, like let's say the pink tax, because that's actually an excellent example. Thank you, Ty. The pink tax should be a norm, which it shouldn't. It truly and honestly shouldn't be. Like it, what the hell? I didn't even click a button and this thing just hawks ate by itself. That's hilarious. It's like, it shouldn't even be an issue. Like, it genuinely even shouldn't be an issue. It genuinely shouldn't be an issue. For me, the role of a man and a woman is outlined clearly within the scripture. Clearly. And I agree with Ty. The fact that men don't cry is a bullshit thing. Absolutely. Missy RSA, thank you so much for the lurk, homie. It's an absolute nonsense thing. Absolute nonsense thing. The pink tax is nonsense. A guy can walk into a men's bathroom, get condoms for free, but women have to pay 25 cents for a pad. How the hell does that work out? Why must it cost more? It shouldn't. But that's a socially constructed norm. And you know what? To kind of like also just give my opinion around this, it's a thing. The thing for me that comes into perspective for me very quickly is the scriptural representation of what each role is supposed to represent. Man will earn his keep by the sweat of his brow, and a wife shall be the homemaker. What does that tell me? The man's going to go rough it out. He's going to go work. He's going to go sweat. He's going to be tired when he comes home because he's had to work his bum off to provide. A woman is caring and nurturing, meaning that she will come home, take the fruits of the man's labor, and make it into a home. That is the norm that I have seen in scripture. Okay? Society has blurred that and things have become blurry. And it just brings us to confusion, hurt. Like, honestly, why should we be so... How can I say? Why should we be so... Why? Like, why? Is that condoms are a choice thing to purchase? However, a menstrual cycle isn't a choice. Why are we forced to pay for something out of our control? Putting it out there. Agreed. Ruby, fully agree with you. Ty, I agree with you, homie. 100%. Really do. Let's see here. Feminism was originally a movement on securing equal rights, dignity, and opportunities for women. Over time, it has changed to a very different idea: fake feminism. Fake feminism, which is my opinion, seeks advantage, exemption, or ideology dominance over men. Okay, and you know what? That is actually something that I'm very glad that you brought up, because you've actually made a distinction between the two, which is maybe very important to highlight. I think that is very, very, very important to highlight. And well done. Thank you for that. And I agree. I fully agree. And it's honestly just so sad to see how these things have changed. It shouldn't be a thing that has changed. It like really shouldn't be a thing that has changed. It shouldn't be a thing of like what you say there now. Really shouldn't be. It's genuinely it's just, what you just say there is so true, honestly, because it's the fake feminism that is destroying masculinity. And the thing is, it's like, I agree with you. Should we hold the same education, the same piece of paper, the same whatever? A woman can be a software developer and a plumber, just like a man. If you hold the same everything, there shouldn't be an issue. There really shouldn't be. Hello, Red. Welcome in, homie. How are you doing? Get darkest in here. My shit's not working. I'm joking. I'm just joking around. Coin, please. Dread, please. Ruba, please. You know what? All of you, please. Bueno. Sure. Actually, you know what? I love the question that you asked Game Rad 05 because it's honestly. Oh no, Dread. Don't, okay, wait, hold on. Before we continue with this, Dread is just flexing. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. For everybody who can see it, Dread has got a hammer, which means he's top dog over here. He is the top G. He's top G. Call him Dread Tate. Not Andrew Tate, Dread Tate. Hold on. Actually, chat. You know what? Let's. Wait. What's that? Wait. What's that song? Wait. What's that song? Let me. If I just type it in, it should. I want to see. Cause like I think what's his? I think Dread is feeling this energy at the moment. He's like, I have the hammer of justice. I am top dog. Yeah, he's my lead mod. And this is just this. I'm just quickly giving him the chance to aura gather quickly. Dread, enjoy this moment as you ravage in your. What is this? I can't. No, don't worry, Dread. Don't worry, Dread. It's gonna get there quickly. It's gonna build up quickly. Don't worry. Dread right now, indeed. Dread, I'm giving you a theme song right here, my dude, right here. And I saw the YouTube video. I just can't show it because the road's broken again, but it is what it is. But yeah, I can't actually talk about the topic anymore because I just see Dread like standing there, just like, Just Dread. I am in charge. Well, I got another time for you after the current. What's everyone's view on Andrew? Oh, hey. He's the top G. Jade, I just want to quickly ask, how do you feel right now? How is this helping you? How is this for you? How is this for you? Let me know let me know. Just let me know. So powerful. You know what? I think it's going to be official, chat. Every time I see Dread in chat, we are going to play this song. We are going to play this song. This, Dread, every time you walk in on stream, you are coming here and this song's going to play. I have your power. You do. But with great power comes great responsibility. So use it wisely, young Padawan. Personally, I'm not a fan of him. Okay, so let's actually get that into the topic here, even though that we are talking here. Let's see. Personally, I'm not a fan of him at all, especially his POV on how to treat women, but his opinion on men must be the masculine one and the one who brings in the money. I partly agree on. Okay, so I'm gonna say what I want to say about Andrew Tate. Oh, I've got a bunch of interesting people. Love a good theme song. I think this is definitely okay, Uncle Ben. Okay, so Andrew Tate, I like him in certain instances. So certain things about him I actually truly like, and I think he does very well. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna actually shut this down because I give up on getting Hashcat up and running for now. I'm actually just going to let the PC do its thing. It's also much more powerful. Anyway, so the thing for me with Andrew Tate is I can agree with some things that he says. I truly can. And I think that he has a point. Especially towards men. Especially towards men. He has a very, very good point. And it's, for me, it's a thing of, oh my gosh. Hello, Sudra. How are you? Hashtag more like hash quit. I'm trying to focus here first. Okay, anyway. My Scrum Master just killed me. Welcome into the stream, sir. How are you? I will get it up and running after this. I just need to touch base with the other guy. Figure something out. What's going on? Anyway, cool. That is hilarious that he just comes in here like, how's it, man? But anyway, so coming back to it, I think I just got that in my head. It was like, I'll get. You know what? That is just so motivational. I'm gonna flip and put it as my WhatsApp status. #cat, more like #quit. That is just so motivational. It's the best motivation I've heard in my life. Okay. Anyway, I think Andrew Tate is good. He has points, especially masculine points. The way that he goes about treating women is wrong. Very wrong. The way that he speaks about them is very wrong. But I think for men, in terms of get up and do what you need to do, he is extremely good. I think he's really good at that. And I will hear what the other people have to say while I just laugh at the fact that... Let me see. This is funny. I want to see what other people have to say. Agree with you. Okay. Nice. I like it. And I think the music is very appropriate towards this, to be quite honest with you. I'm really enjoying this song through this topic. First comes in with Dredd getting his aura in, getting like, yeah, I'm in charge kind of vibe going on. And then, yeah, I know. But anyway, so, yeah, I think that's kind of where we sit with that. Sure. Well, if anybody has any other topic ideas, please do send them through. Please do send them through and let's see what people have to say. I am curious. So, yeah. But we are definitely going to be playing games on Friday. It has been way too long since I've had a good gaming session on Twitch where you guys can laugh your head off at my numpty, dumbass brain. Well, that's a good song. What the hell? This is a really good song. Gotta add it to my liked songs, But yeah. So, what do you guys have to say? What do you guys have to say? I'll come with a much better topic next week, Monday, that we can just lead throughout the whole evening and we could chat about it. I think it will be great. But yeah, so you know what? Let's actually bring it in around. Let's around the loop a little bit, okay? Hightail has just dropped. What do you guys think of Hightail? Let's bring that in here. What do you guys think of Hightail, the Minecraft RPG version? And again, like I said, I would show you if the road didn't kick its ass when I clicked live. So what do you guys think of Hightail? I think it's going to have its place. Not sure where, but it's definitely going to have its place. It's definitely going to have its place in the gaming community. And it's going to be for people who want to be more like more RPG based Minecraft in a sense. Haven't heard of it? Go Google it. It's actually not half bad. I paid for it now the other day, and it's actually not half bad. It's actually quite nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Haven't heard of it. Sounds interesting though. Again, chat, let me just show you what the frick I'm sitting with. And if I have to fix it, I have to bloody well restart stream. This is what the road is doing, and it's the most annoying thing ever. Like, I can't do what I want to do. It is so annoying. Like, it's so annoying. I don't know what or how or why or where or when or why it's doing it, but it's doing it. And it's frustrating. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just freaking do this. Maybe we could get it working if I activate and deactivate it again. Flippin' hell, man. It's my USB capture device. It's my USB capture device, Freak Tie. And it's the way that I'm talking to you guys on this microphone as well, is through the road. It's like basically the centerpiece on my stream. And then it does that. And I literally fixed it the other day. And it's the most annoying thing ever to fix. It is the most annoying thing to fix. It's the most annoying thing to fix. But yeah. Oh, what the fuck is this song? No. Like, we've got to listen to something depressing. Well, I am depressed. I'm joking, we're not. Okay, you know what? Why is there a dancing cat? Oh, it's you, Ty. Oh, that makes sense. There should put two and two together. Shame, man. Sorry, it's causing you grief. No, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what? I think Azadi Fox is a little right. I really don't want to get Hashcat working. I really do. So I am going to love and leave you guys. Actually. I'm going to love and leave you guys because I'm going to go get this thing working. I am itching to do this. I'm itching to do this. So I will see you guys later. Damn, as I get here, sorry, cheese. I have got something that's really on the front of my mind right now, and it's prohibiting me from doing this. And unfortunately, as much as I'd love to share it with you guys, I can't. So I am going to, love and leave you guys. Short but sweet. Yes, short but sweet. Look, the thing is, like, I want to at least stay consistent enough to have at least a stream a week. But don't worry. You guys can watch me play golf maybe later this week. So we'll see. You do what you have to do, but keep in touch, homie. I do. Try. Not really. Fuck. I will do my best to stay in touch. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, I will stay in touch. You guys will see me Friday again. Definitely see me Friday again. So keep an eye out for that. Coin can't vanish for a day because he has then us on his case. Literally, I spoke to Dread this morning. It's like, I think I will get into trouble if I don't send a message to certain people on a weekly basis. I will get into shite. And I need to stop thinking about the idea that a proxy works. I need to go out of my way and talk to people sometimes. Also true. Sorry for the controversial topics. No, but that's what we're here for. So Adrian, just quickly. This place is controversial topics. This Monday is controversial topics. This is what we do here on a Monday, and I bring a Christian perspective into it. Just dropping the "Hey, I'm alive" message is important for sure. Notice how all the people who nag you about your well-being are your mods. I know. I got the best mods. I had the best mods in the world. And chat, my mods are my artists too. My chat is my artists, my artists are my mods, and my mods are my artists. Okay, love you guys a lot. I'm gonna quickly go before my break pops.